What's the Grizzlies' ceiling if Ja can stay healthy this season?
I know how I feel.
12 back.
I'll say this. Aldama came on strong last year at the end of the season. He showed he can be very effective as a big, stretch big. Edey only playing 15 minutes, 5 and 5.
I think he fouled out of the game.
Solid. I think they'll learn to use him more effectively once Jaren Jackson comes back. But overall, I think the three-head monster plus the two, Edey and Jaren Jackson, they got a good chance of making at least 8-7. I think they can push to make the playoffs for sure.
So playing game?
Yeah, they can get to the play.
Playing game, the 7 playing game or the 10?
I'm
which
going
way?
7. I'm going 7. I think they're good enough to compete. And then if Ja catches stride,
which he will, if he stay healthy.
Bane had 24, right? Remember how
that motherfucker, man? You be looking at him like
ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. When you look at it, like, yeah, man.
But he got
it's hard for you to convince somebody you're an NBA player. I can say that for damn sure. But he's solid,
bro. He got game. I like him.
Yeah.
He's just small.
That's what I'm saying. He's compact.
He's small.
Right? And you just be like, but when you just, when Ja was playing, didn't Ja give him his trophy?
Yeah.
Right?
Most improved.
Most improved, right? He was killing. Ja was gone. He held the team up as much as possible.
Yeah.
Right? And then whenever Ja's there, it's not like his production just drops. He still does what he do. Like,
Grizz got some
he needs more
right
love,
now.
man.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of those dudes that's gonna make a lot of money, but his name has never been ringing.
All right.
Because he just consistently there.
He like McCullough, CJ. Solid too, very fundamentally sound, hit shots, be where you need him to be. And I think he can take over a game in the clutch, like last 3 minutes. Ja out there, he needed. And there you go, Bane again. I like the Grizz, man. Like I said.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Ja is gonna be my new, I'm choosing a new 3. Ja's one of them. Ja, Cam Whitmore,
Okay.
Ja.
Do you think Ja can make the All-Star game?
Yeah. All-Star game is his.
Do you think he's
He messed
shaking off
that up.
kind of that negative cloud that was over from last season? He got a clean slate kind of next year.
So if he's healthy and they like what, 6?
Yeah.
But
7, 6.
I mean, squad
Close 8. They
a lot of guard. I mean,
they can.
So
It's guard heavy, but it's not. It's supposed to be.
gonna have the numbers.
What I'm saying, it's supposed to be positionless.
Yeah.
So when they say positionless, at some point,
it's gonna be.
it should be a lot of guards at some point. Then, right? I mean, if we see a center in there and he is.
I mean, you got Luka.
It's not Nikola.
If he's not Nikola, and you sitting here like, wait, hold on. I know 3 dudes averaging 30 right now. They're not in. That's not called positionless.
Right.
Positionless means I could have possibly 5 point or 6 point guards out there.
Yep.
Right?
It's only a few bigs that you
There's only a few bigs that are all-star good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? When we look at your all-NBA,
Anthony.
and if 3 of them are in the East Coast,
You got Anthony.
that means there shouldn't be not one guard that don't make the All-Star game.
Let's get back to the Grizzlies for a second. Obviously, they were terrible last year, dealt with injury, but gave a lot of young guys the opportunity to get some reps, to flourish. You talk about a guy like Scottie Pippen Jr., Kenyon, I know you were a fan of, ended up getting his contract converted to a deal once Derrick Rose retired. But Grizz right now don't have Jared Jackson Jr., don't have G.G. Jackson. Luke Kennard's still out. This to me feels like a squad that if Ja is playing at the level that we know Ja can play at, they're only a couple years removed from being second, third Western Conference, all his I'm fine in the West comments and all that stuff. Do you feel like the Grizz can be a top 5 team in this Western Conference when they're at full strength?
Full strength for sure. Oh yeah. With Ja playing the way he gonna be playing, yeah.
And I think the crazy part about the West is we say that, but I asked you if they could be a top 5 team, but it's about 9 teams.
Yeah.
That could be a top 5.
You wouldn't be surprised if they were in that mix.
Absolutely. Wouldn't be surprised.
I think they better than Phoenix.
Because he brings us a certain element of excitement.
Mr. B is here.
I think they'll finish higher than Phoenix.
Yeah, he raises everybody else's play. So
Mr. B, the Memphis Grizzlies will finish higher than the Phoenix Suns this year, in your opinion?
Yeah, if Ja's healthy and they're healthy, yeah. It's revenge year for Ja.
I know, but you know it was Utah who they played, right?
I know.
Okay,
And they still barely won.
Yeah, they barely beat Utah.
But that
Utah.
And,
Gil, playing
and the
in Salt
Suns
Lake
barely
City.
beat the Clippers.
The Clippers are like
And they barely
Utah.
beat the Clippers worse than them.
Yeah.
How much? If the Clippers play Utah right now, how much you think the Clippers gonna win by?
They're not going to win.
I don't think the Clippers
I don't
gonna win
think
at
they're
all.
gonna win.
I don't think
they're going to win that game, bro.
Yeah.
Marketing, what's his name? Kessler?
Clippers ain't beating the Jazz in Utah.
Clarkson.
I don't think so.
Why gotta be in Utah?
Whatever. They not. No.
Why gotta be in Utah?
You don't give the Grizzlies any credit for going to Salt Lake City, that dry-ass Salt Lake City air?
No,
They-
for sure.
but they play
started all the way
That's
on
the
the West
hardest
Coast.
game. That altitude, the first game in Utah.
They got 2 games on the road.
Yeah.
And then they go back to Memphis for their home opener on Saturday.
I mean,
But
it's one of those teams. They're going to be one of those teams where they have a lot of really good, solid pieces, and then there's going to be guys who's playing now. And when Gigi and them get back, they're going to have to sit. There's going to be some pissed off people.
They got good coaching over there too.
Yeah.
Like they basically have a 10, 11 man rotation. Right? Yeah, that's not a real thing because usually no one has that. They have that. And that's gonna be the
Because of
issue.
last year.
Yeah, because of last year.
so you think it'll lead to guys being salty as opposed
Hell
to...
yeah, it's kind of like the Knicks.
No.
It's kind of like the Knicks, but everybody healthy, and then you put all those guys back on the bench. Now you got this good ass squad. Is someone's feelings is gonna be hurt?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Yo, you think they should have kept boy, Memphis, what's his name, the defender?
Steven Adams?
No, what's his name? It was doing the.
Brooks.
Dylan Brooks.
You think they should have kept Dylan Brooks?
He felt like the scapegoat for that squad.
I do.
Because it's tough and
Because he was Tony Allen for them.
Yeah, he's the X Factor, for sure.
that was a big loss to me. I feel like for them.
He was like Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, the reason I agree because Smart is where he will be, right? So you got the same guy but smaller. That you kept.
Smaller.
Right, you kept the smaller version of it, right? So the only problem with Memphis is they still start Smart.
And Smart's just as small as Bane.
Smart, Bane, and Ja.
You needed Brooks' size
needed Brooks
to be able
Right,
to
yeah,
guard
I mean,
LeBron.
you know, like-
you're gonna guard big guys like that.
small.
But he gonna do that dirty work.
But I'm just saying it's too small. Like you're, and then you got Pippen Jr.
He's
playing
small, too.
You got your lineup is
And then
small.
to circumvent that, you're gonna have to start Zach Edey and Jaren Jackson.
Like I mean, if he's in, like if Bane, Ja, Gigi, Jaren, and Eden, that's a hell of a squad.
It is.
And then who's the was that Sati?
Yeah, Santi Aldama, who
Dama with
27 piece in this
Smart
season.
coming off the bench.
No, that's the center.
He's forward.
7 foot.
Yeah. So him coming off the bench.
He might.
That'd be all right.
He can start.
Over Edey,
I
right?
said he can start.
I'll
Like,
bring Edey off the bench
But I'm
if
saying
I
don't
need to,
But I don't. And
depending
then
on the matchups.
I can go both. I mean,
Good. You can go play him at the 4.
You can. I would play around with it when everybody's out there. I will play with lineups. There will be games where
Gigi Jackson at the 3.
Gigi Jackson at 3, damn near Gigi Jackson at the 2.
Oh, Dom
Ja,
at the 3.
Gigi, because he's damn near guard like Jared at the 3, and then the 2 big fellas at the. All y'all just said picks. Let Ja do what you.
And Bane over there just.
Not 3. But him and Dylan, they would have been.
There's a lot of squads in the West that I'm rocking with right now. Obviously, injuries and all that stuff will come into play, but
Lakers like top 7.
I like Houston now. I like Houston. I like San Antonio. I like all the teams that was struggling with the youth and all that. I think they starting to turn the corner with understanding how to compete in the NBA. And that's the first step. Just compete. Go out there, play hard. You're going to learn the game as you go. But as long as y'all start playing hard, the teams that were like, we didn't know they're going to be 10, 12, they creeping up like, yo, we trying to fight for this. Like, even like a team like Atlanta. You look at Atlanta and be like, man, they rebuilding. Hey, Trae Young ain't out there trying to rebuild nothing.
Man, listen, no.
He out there hooping.